I chose the TED Talk by Dimitar Sasalov. The talk was about how they found hundreds of potential Earth-like planets that could possibly contain life. He mentioned many things I am interested in pertaining to space exploration. Personally, I'm interested in aerospace engineering, and this whole talk appealed to me. The TED Talk, How We Found Hundreds of Potential Earth-like Planets, discusses how Copernicus replaced the Earth with the Sun as the center of our solar system, and in 2011 was reburied, and how the Kepler telescope discovers many planets orbiting other stars in our galaxy similar to Earth. 3 things that I liked that were stated in this video were how there were hundreds of thousands of planets, similar to Earth in size and characteristics, discovered by the Kepler telescope, how the planets could be looked into to see their characteristics and if they could support life, and how he compared the discovery of life on other planets to a bridge being built from both sides to meet in the middle. 2 things I disliked about this talk were how Dimitar compared the size of life compared to all known space based on a necktie and the size of an atom, and how he said in the beginning of the talk that he barely even wrote it because of his 3 recent historical events. One thing that I was confused about in this TED Talk was how, with the transit method of a planet blocking a part of one of the suns, could tell how big a planet is because it could be closer or farther away from the sun. 2 things I learned about from this TED Talk were how, without telescopes, astronomers were still able to see Jupiter, Saturn, Earth, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, but not Uranus or Neptune, and how there are huge numbers of Earth-like planets in our galaxy that we can now study. The connection of this TED Talk to chemistry is mainly through biochemistry. In order to identify the body of Copernicus, because he was buried in an unmarked grave along with many others, they had to use his DNA from his hair left in his books. Also, on other planets, the environment needs to be able to go through many varieties of chemistry in order to support life. The connection of this TED Talk to my personal life was introducing me into space exploration and the different ways of exploring life on other planets. It shows all the viewers how much we could learn through these telescopes and how in the future we could further discover these Earth-like planets. Dimitar did a great job in this talk and kept me fully entertained and focused through the entire 18-minute talk.